It's a very artist-dominated idea, so it's fantastic to be part of all that. And the photograph we're using is a self-portrait from about 10 years ago, when I did a series of self-portraits of myself dressed up as deceased musicians who I liked at some point in my life. And the one we're using is the one called A. Curtis, which is a version of Curtis, or Anton Curtis. So I've gone into the skin of that person, but all set in the village where I was born. Where Ian Curtis was a singer of a group called Joy Division, and they were the reason I actually moved to England at some point. And then I worked a little bit with them, and then he died. And then many years later, 25 years, 26 years later, I made a film called Control that dealt with this singer and his life. It's a love story. So it's not a film about Joy Division, but it's about the life of this guy who became the singer of Joy Division. And interestingly enough, because of all kind of financial complications, that film forced me to move out of England and go back to Holland. So my life is very much linked in a way to the love I had for Joy Division and the music and Ian Curtis' voice and lyrics. Yeah. Some pictures of mine are more conceptual, and some are more moments, you know. And so it's a mix between all these things, you know. And you know, if you look at the Jeff Koons picture, obviously that is not just a moment. There's an idea, and sometimes the idea develops at the moment you're doing the picture. You develop an idea and think you go there. And sometimes it's an idea you have in advance, because you have to arrange things, you know. With Damien Hirst, to blacken out the eyes and the nose in front of the camera, of course you have to be able to do that if you want. So that was an idea I had in advance. That was more conceptual. And some other pictures, they happen when you meet people. You don't know what environment you meet them, and that all is an excitement. You know, you go somewhere and you find a place to take a picture, and that deals with or relates to the person you take a photograph of. You know, ideal circumstances rarely happen, and they're not always ideal in the end. You know. Non-ideal circumstances can create great work, and you have to just be open for the possibilities of every environment where you meet someone.